Now here next topic one is the free electron theory of conductor. So now here we discuss why there is a free electron present in conductor. Every conductors contains atom or molecules, and every atom have positive nucleus, and there are electron revolving in circular orbit around the positive nucleus, and the electron are bounded by the nucleus with Coulombian force, that means electrostatic force. Like this one is the positive charge, this one is the first orbit, this one is the second orbit, this one is the third orbit. So now here first orbit, second orbit, and this one is the third orbit. This is the R1, this one is the R2, and this one is the R3. Here R3 is greater than R2 is greater than R1, and according to Coulomb's law, force is inversely proportional to R square. That means if R increases, then force decreases. That means for outermost orbit, this one is the outermost orbit, for outermost orbit force is smaller. Now here F3 is less than F2 is less than F4. That means outermost orbit electron loosely bounded with nucleus. That means it is easy to free from the atom. At room temperature 27 degrees centigrade, at room temperature 27 degrees centigrade, these electrons are become free electron. That means in conductor there are free electrons are present due to room temperature. Room temperature provide thermal energy. Due to thermal energy, electron free from the atom, hence these electrons are called free electron, and these free electrons are randomly moved in intermolecular space between the atom present in conductor. Like this one. Now here we take a conductor. This one is the conductor, and this one is the positive nucleus, this one is the positive nucleus, this one is the positive nucleus. So these are the positive nucleus, and these are the intermolecular space. So now here we take a electron, this electron move this one, this one, this one, this one, again fit this one, and this one. So now here electron move randomly in intermolecular space due to their thermal energy. Now electron move here, move here, move here, move here, and move here. So motion of electron released due to thermal energy move randomly. This type of motion is called random motion. And due to these random motion due to a velocity, which velocity gained by the thermal energy, hence it is called thermal velocity of electron. Due to thermal velocity of electron, due to thermal energy, electron gain velocity and move randomly in all possible direction. All possible direction, that means some velocities have positive velocity and some velocity have negative velocity. That means the average thermal velocity of all free electrons is 0. So now here we take some definition related to free electron theory. Thermal velocity gained by free electrons due to thermal energy is called thermal velocity. Order of thermal velocity. Thermal velocity of free electrons 10 to the power 5 meter per second to 10 to the power 6 meter per second, like the molecule of ideal gas. In ideal gas, we study kinetic theory of gases. In kinetic theory of gases, the velocity of molecule of a gas, ideal gas, is 10 to the power 5 to 10 to the power 6. That means free electron in conductor behave like a molecule of gas. Hence, free electron also known as clouding electron in conductor. And average thermal velocity of all electron is 0. Now here let U1, U2 and UN are the thermal velocities of free electron, then average thermal velocity is equal to U1 plus U2 plus U3 plus UN by N is equal to 0. So now here U1 plus U2 plus UN by N is equal to 0. Now next topic 1 related to free electron theory, the relaxation time. Relaxation time. It is the time taken by electron in two successive collisions. Relaxation time is defined as average time taken in two successive collisions. Now here we take, this one is the first collision, this one is the second collision. First collision, this one is the second collision. Now here is a time t1, here is a time t2, then relaxation time tau is equal to t1 plus t2 divided by 2. Order of relaxation time is 10 to the power minus 14 second. Now next one is the mean free path of free electron. Mean free path, this one is denoted by lambda bar. Average distance traveled in two successive collision of electron is called mean free path. Average distance traveled by free electron in two successive collision is called mean free path. That means here we take a electron, here we take a electron, here we take a electron. This one is the first collision. Let distance traveled in first collision is lambda 1, and this one is the lambda 2, this one is the second collision. The average distance traveled in both collision. Now here mean free path lambda bar is equal to lambda 1 plus lambda 2 divided by 2. and the order of mean free path is 10 to the power minus 9 meter. Order of mean free path 10 to the power minus 9 meter. Now next one is the drift velocity. Now next topic one is the drift velocity. When a electric potential applying across conductor, then there is a electric field produced. When there is a electric field produced, then each electron of conductor, that means free electron, experience a force. Due to this force, all electron acquire a final velocity. Average of final velocity of free electrons after applying the electric field is called drift velocity. So now here we take a it is denoted by Vd. Now here we take a conductor and here we apply a potential. This one is the plus, this one is the minus. That means there is a electric field produced. Electric field produced. Electric field always directed toward positive terminal to negative terminal. Then each electron of this conductor experience a electrostatic force. Since electron have negative charge, then electron experience a force opposite to field. That means electron move this one. This one is the and average of these final velocities is called drift velocity. Now here is a v1, here is a v2, here is a v3, here is a v4, and now here we take this one is the vn. This one is the vn. v1, v2, v3 and vn are the final velocities gained by free electrons after applying field, and the average of these velocities is called drift velocity. So now here drift velocity one is the Vd is equal to this one is the v1 plus v2 plus v3 plus vn divided by en. Order of drift velocity is 10 to the power minus 4 meter per second. Order of drift velocity is 10 to the power minus 4 meter per second. In any conductor, electric current due to drift velocity of free electron. In conductor, electric current due to drift velocity of free electrons. And here relaxation time is inversely proportional to temperature. Relaxation time is inversely proportional to temperature. That means tau is inversely proportional to temperature. If temperature increase, then collision is very fast. If collision is very fast, then time taken in successive collision is very small. That means relaxation time is inversely proportional to temperature. If temperature increase, relaxation time of free electron decreases. Now next topic one is the expression for drift velocity of free electron. Expression for drift velocity or relation between drift velocity and relaxation time. Now here we take a conductor, and this conductor have length small l, and this conductor contains small n number of free electron. Now small n is the number of free electron. Now here we apply a potential across these conductor. This one is a plus, this one is a minus. If we apply this potential across this conductor, then there is an electric field produced. This one is the electric field. Electric field always directed toward positive terminal to negative terminal, and if L is the length of conductor and there is a potential difference across conductor is V volt, then what is the electric field? Electric field produced in conductor is equal to V by L. This one is the equation number 1. If there is an electric field produced, then all electron comes in this field. All electron comes in electric field. Electron have charge. When a charge particle comes in electric field, then it experience force. That means all free electron experience electrostatic force due to this field E. Due to field E, all free electrons experience force F is equal to minus EE. Electron have negative charge. That means here we use negative sign. That means direction of force opposite to field E. That means all electron move opposite to field. So now here electrons have experienced force opposite to field E. It have F is equal to minus EE. It have also F is equal to minus EE. That means if we apply a potential across a conductor, then all electron move negative terminal to positive terminal. That means electron move opposite to field, and there is a electric current produced opposite to direction of motion of free electron. That means positive to negative. Now here we let m is the mass of each electron and small a is the acceleration gained by each electron. Then according to Newton's law, now here F is equal to ma. This one is the equation number 2, this one is the equation number 3. Now here from 2 and 3, here ma is equal to minus ee. That means acceleration required by each electron is minus e by m. This one is the equation number 4. Let u1 is the thermal velocity of first electron and it gain final velocity v1 in time t1, then according to equation of motion, here we use first equation of motion. Final velocity is equal to initial velocity plus a into time. Similarly for other electrons, final velocity of second electron is initial velocity of second electron, acceleration for each electrons are same because mass of each electron are same, and electrostatic force experienced by each electrons are same because charge on each electrons are same. So now here for third electron, here u3 plus a t3, and for nth electron this one is the un plus a t. Now we add side by side in these equations. We get now adding side by side, we get here v1 plus v2 plus vn is equal to u1 plus u2 plus u1 is equal to a is a common here. Now here t1 plus t2 plus tn. Now divided by small n on both sides. Now dividing by n on both sides, we get here v1 plus v2 plus vn divided by n is equal to here u1 plus u2 plus un divided by n, and here a t1 plus t2 plus t3 plus tn divided by n. By definition of drift velocity, average of final velocity gained by free electron after applying field. That means this left side term is the drift velocity, this one is the, and the u1, u2, u3 and the un are the thermal velocities of free electrons in absence of electric field, and the average of thermal velocities of free electron in absence of electric field is 0. That means this becomes 0, and this one is the average of time taken in successive collisions, and average of time taken in successive collision is relaxation time. That means this one is the average time, and average time is the relaxation time. So now here a tau. So now here Vd is equal to a tau. This one is the relation between drift velocity and the relaxation time. Now we substitute the value of a. Now we substitute the value of a. A is equal to minus E by m. Then here Vd is equal to minus E by m tau. This one is a vector form. Now here we take modulus value. This one is the mod value. That means this is the em tau. So now here we get drift velocity is inversely proportional to electric field, and drift velocity is also directly proportional to relaxation time, and relaxation time is inversely proportional to temperature. That means drift velocity is inversely proportional to temperature. If temperature of conductor increase, drift velocity decrease. If drift velocity decrease, then electric current also decrease. Electric currents also depend on drift velocity. Electric current flow in any conductor is directly proportional to drift velocity. And here we found drift velocity is inversely proportional to temperature. If temperature increases, then collision increases. In unit second, there are a lot of collision. If there is a lot of collision, there is a resistance amount increase. If resistance amount increase, then current also decrease. Now here we put value of, but E is equal to V by L. So now we substitute the value of EL. Vd is equal to EV ml tau. Now here this one is the vector form of drift velocity in terms of electric field and relaxation time. This one is the scalar form. Drift velocity is equal to E by m tau. E is the charge on electron, and the capital is the electric field intensity, and the tau is the relaxation time, m is the mass of electron. Now we substitute here value of E. E is equal to V by L. If we substitute the value of it, Vd is equal to E by m L tau. This equation in terms of potential. Now here drift velocity is directly proportional to potential. If potential difference applying across conductor continuously increases, then drift velocity also increases. If drift velocity increases, then current in conductor is also increases. This one is the concept of free electron theory of conductor. According to free electron theory of conductor, electric current flow in a conductor due to drift velocity of free electron, and the drift velocity gained by the electron when there is a potential applying across conductor. So here found drift velocity directly proportional to applying potential. If potential increases, drift velocity increases. And in this chapter we study Ohm's law also. According to Ohm's law, current in any conductor is directly proportional to potential. Current in any conductor is directly proportional to potential. And according to free electron theory, current flow in any conductor depends on drift velocity, because current in any conductor due to drift velocity of free electron. If potential increases, drift velocity increases, current also increases.